guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Mimi, and on this channel I react to TV shows, pop culture news, and all the things. So we're back with another video. This is gonna be real quick. There's not much to talk about this week. If you guys noticed, I took a break last week because there was a lot going on in the media. From like Charlie Kirk getting killed, the school shooting, the young lady that was killed on the train. It was a whole lot, and it was a lot for me mentally. So I was like, let me just take a break because I can't do it. And that's something that I do. And if I feel like I need a break, I take a break. So we're back with another video. So the first thing I want to talk about in this video is Sierra and her husband, Russell Wilson, I guess you could say versus Future. Sierra officially, according to TMZ, officially changed her son's last name. I don't know if she hyphened it or just changed it completely, but Future now goes by the last name Wilson. Future, if you guys don't know, Future is the son that she had with the rapper Future. Her and Sierra and Future were engaged at one point, and she was pregnant. Had a baby. Not long after she had the baby, they broke up. I think they broke up. Yeah, not long after that she had a baby, they broke up. And not long after that, I think it was like 5, 6 months later. That was when she met her husband, Russell Wilson, now, and they've been together since. So Russell Wilson pretty much raised Future. He pretty much raised this child. He referred to him on the internet all the time as his own son, as he should, because he takes care of him. I don't think he legally adopted him, but she had, according to TMZ and other outlets, she had officially changed his last name to Wilson, so he now goes by Future Wilson. And it was a talk on the internet. Like, a whole lot of people have mixed reaction to it. I saw it first on the Shade Room, and when I saw it on the Shade Room, I didn't really believe it at first, because sometimes Shade Room can post things that later people could find out, oh, it wasn't really completely true and things like that. But when TMZ posted, I'm like, okay, TMZ is kind of like a credible source to say for the most part, right? So it is now, I guess, official that it's true. And a lot of men in the comment, when I saw it on Shade Room, a lot of men were like dragging her for changing his name. But I personally didn't see a big deal with it. I didn't think it was a big deal, because even though Future is the biological dad, this child has been around Russell Wilson more than Future. And that's pretty much who he referred to as dad, because that's who he lived with. And I'm pretty sure Future knows that Russell Wilson is his stepdad and Future, the rapper, is his dad. I'm pretty sure he knows that out of respect. I don't think Sierra tells him, oh, that's not your dad, this is your dad. No, I don't think that's the dynamic that they have, at least not from what we're seeing. But she was getting dragged for it. And I saw someone said something in the comment that made so much sense. Someone said that it's the same thing like Lori Harvey. She goes by Steve Harvey's last name, and that is her stepdad. But I think I could be wrong, but I think Steve Harvey legally adopted her, because I remember seeing an episode years ago that he legally adopted his wife, what's her name, Marjorie? I think that's how you say her name. That he legally adopted her kids. So if that's true, I think it makes sense. But we don't know if Russell Wilson legally adopted Future. Maybe that's the situation. We don't know. But I don't see nothing wrong with it. I personally don't see nothing wrong with it. But I would like to know what was going on in Future's head. I want to know, like, if he found out the same time as all of us, or if he knew when it happened. I was just wondering how that whole, I would love to see a healthy co-parenting relationship between those two, Sierra and Future, but it seems like it's not gonna happen, because Future has been taking shots at her for years in his songs and things like that. And so I don't think that's ever gonna happen. And I just wish them the best, honestly. One thing I am happy about, it seems like Future and the rest of Sierra's kids, they are in a healthy home, a healthy environment, which is the most important thing for children. So that's good. Yeah. So the next thing I want to talk about is August Alsina. We all know August. Well, if you don't know, August Alsina is a very talented, I would say R&B singer. Years ago, maybe like over 10 years ago, that he was really popping. He hasn't really released songs like that. Like, he has released songs here and there, but they haven't really like hit like the rest of, like, back in the day songs. He has like he has good records from back in the day. And I remember he had an album called Testimony. Till this day, like, that album is one of my favorite albums from him. I think he had like maybe two or three albums, including an EP. But I really loved August Alsina back in the day. I really loved him. But over the years, I've stopped following him like that, because he he stopped doing music. Now he's doing like merchandise, like perfume and other things. So, but he was trending like maybe a week ago or something like that, about for his relationship. We know him and his boyfriend. They have, I think, 9 or 10 year relationship gap. Him and his boyfriend. And for years, when he first introduced this guy on the internet, when he started having like internet, um, or like public appearance with this guy, a lot of people assumed they were dating. He never really confirmed the relationship. I don't even think they ever confirmed it. They just continue to post each other, continue to do life, and people just figured that they're together. But they were being dragged because they celebrated, I think, 5 years together not long ago, and people were dragging the relationship that August was quote unquote grooming him. People said that they met when he was like 16, 17, and August was already an adult, pretty much trying to call him a, I don't want to say the word, the P word. And so August, uh, someone someone was defending August. I saw a tweet where someone was defending him on Twitter, and he responded to the tweet. So I'm gonna read it for you guys so you guys can see. So the person said, "I feel like y'all trying to harass August into confirming his relationship. Then you're demanding PDA. You didn't get what you wanted, so now you're spreading misinformation, dangerous information at that. That's why he don't tell y'all nothing." So pretty much people were trying to insinuate that he is a, the word, I don't know if I can say it on here, because I don't know if um YouTube will flag my video, but people that go after young children, that word. So that's what people were trying to insinuate, that that's what he is. Okay, so August responded and says, "Exactly. And even crazy part is, Zoo lied to me about how old he was when we first linked up. Granted, he was over 18, but the fact remains, and I found out later upon meeting the family. But this information would require me throwing my nigga under the bus and involving MF in our business, who ain't worthy, just to appease their trauma. Niggas be so desperate to protect their unhappiness and spin a narrative. It's truly a reflection of the deeply unhealed inner child." So pretty much he's saying that his boyfriend lied to him, um, about his age, but granted, he was still over 18. He was still an adult, but he lied to him about how old he was. So in that sense, you can't really blame him, because he said he found out about his age when he introduced him to his family. People do that all the time. Girls do that all the time. When they want a grown man, they will lie about their age. And I'm not making excuses for him. I am not making excuses for him. Oh, I got makeup in my nails. I'm not making excuses for him at all. But what I'm saying is, um, if he's telling the truth, I can understand why he can be on the internet trying to defend himself. And also, y'all, these are grown people. These are grown adults. He said he was 18 when they met. So it doesn't even matter if he was 18 and August was 28, because you know what I mean? And I get why people are all in their business, because for some reason, when that whole Will Smith Jada Smith and August situation happened, a lot of people turned on August after that. So I understand why the hate, but how do you guys feel? Like, have you guys ever dated someone or talked to someone and then later find out that they were younger than what they told you or older than what they told you? How did y'all feel? And now let's get to the last topic in this video. So the last thing I want to talk about is Tamar Braxton. Y'all, Tamar has been in the internet for some time now, for a few years. It was her and her boyfriend, and it's always her and something. It's always her versus somebody. And recently she was trending because y'all know Mendici and Yandy's marriage been on the internet for some time now. So because that was trending, I guess Tamar kind of used the opportunity to hop on a train as well to, create something like a narrative that is not what it is. So there was a rumor going around that she was secretly seeing Mendici, Yandy's husband, and came to find out it was just a music video. She hired him to star in one of her videos, and I'm just like, out of all the men you could use in Hollywood, and you choose to use Mendici, like why? It's just because she's trying to ride that wave, the publicity stunt, because it's trending right now, and I'm sure it's good money for Mendici, and Yandy gonna let her husband do anything that's gonna bring the check. So I kind of understand, but I'm like, girl, like really? And she made it seem like something that it really wasn't. And even in the video, she was like all on him and stuff like that. And I'm just like, but you know what it is? It's business. So business is business. So I can't even really be mad at her because hey, it's business, it's entertainment, and people do what they do to entertain the public, and they're doing it well. So yeah, that's all I have to say. So let me know how you guys feel about this week's video. Yeah, thank y'all so much for your support on the channel, and I'll see y'all in another one. Bye.